Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel and another video in the Smart Literature Finder series. In the past 2 weeks, we started the Smart Literature Finder series, and I've been able to walk you guys through how to make use of amazing tools like Elicit, Insightful, and the side space. So if you're just joining us on this channel, you want to start with this series, with these videos, I'm very sure that you will find them helpful and you need to integrate them into your research workflow. But today, we're going to learn about 10 lesser known features in Zotero that will boost your productivity and change the way you research. As you know that there are a lot of best free citation management software. There are many free citation management software out there, but Zotero is the best. Just accept that. I'll be showing you in this video why I say that Zotero is the best. Aside that Zotero is a free management software, it offers a wide range of features that make organizing, citing, and sharing your research a breeze. But did you know that Zotero has a host of lesser known features that can take your research to the next level? In this video, I'll be sharing with you 10 of these hidden gems that will change the way you approach your research. If you're ready to take your research to the next level, be sure to watch this video to the end and learn how to unleash the full power of Zotero. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more helpful research tips and tools. So guys, let's get started with Zotero. Zotero is a free management software that offers you a wide range of features to manage your research, read papers, and just a lot of functionalities. But I won't be going deeper, or I won't start to teach you how you can install Zotero or like that. Just ensure that you go to zotero.org. You can download the app in zotero.org. So you can download the Zotero application or software to your computer in zotero.org. Probably if you don't know how to make use of Zotero, Atlanta Research Academy has a full comprehensive course on how to make use of this software, similar as Mendeley and EndNote. So do well to check the description below to find the link and enroll in the course. So, but this video is to teach you how some 10 exciting features and lesser known. Many academics who use Zotero still don't know how to make use of these, don't know these features, but you will be learning that in this video for free. As such, so make use of go to zotero.org. I've also put the link in the description below and download the Zotero, run the application and install it into your computer similarly as other software. Once you do that, then let's get started. So I'll be proceeding to my Zotero library. This is my Zotero library. This is the amazing software that we've been talking about for a while. So I'll be showing you 10 lesser known features about this software, about Zotero. Most of these features will revolve around the themes of adding papers or literature into your library and getting more productive with reading and organizing your papers. That is, this most of these features revolve around adding papers. That is, most of these lesser known features we'll be talking about in these videos revolve around adding papers to your library, getting more productive with reading, and organizing your research papers in your library. So let's get started with adding papers. Assuming you have a new Zotero library that is not, it is free of any paper. It is brand new. You don't have any research articles in your library. How do you get started? The most traditional way people do use, similar to other citation tool, is to download papers from Google Scholar or elsewhere, then they start to add them into their library one after the other. This is not an amazing way. This is not amazing way to add papers. It is a longer process. So I'll be showing you here how you can make use of shorter process to add papers into your library in Zotero. So the first features I'll be showing you is how to add papers to your library using DOI. If you've been following this series, I've made mention of DOI in the past. DOI means what? Can you guess that? All right, you guess right. That's digital object identifiers. These two objects identifiers similar as ISBN in books. So it's a unique identifiers for each published articles, and this also very you should another thing I should mention about DOI is that when you are publishing your papers in any journal or any publication, and those journals don't offer you DOI, don't publish there. That's a an indication that such journal is a purity journal. A good journal must give your paper a digital object identifier. These are just a unique code for each paper. So, but before we get started, so I'll create a new collection. A collection is just like a womb. Your Zotero is a home that houses your citation library, is a home for your citation library, that is your papers, your books, everything you want to use in your research or you want to use for your literature review. So we regard our library as our home, but collection is like a room. So we want to ensure that we make use of we organize our papers well by making use of new collection. You don't just put all your papers into my library without having collection. You just put all your luggage into just a room. Everything is just scattered all over. It's not amazing. So we make use of new collection, a collection, to ensure that our research papers are well organized. So let's get started with this new collection. I'll name this our Zotero tutorial. All right. Okay. Yes, this is a new collection. You could see that it's the empty collection, empty room, no papers, nothing in their room. So the first lesser known features people don't know about in Zotero is adding of paper to DOI. How do you add that? So let's get back to our Chrome. So I will show you. I will make use of Google Scholar here. So let me make use of Google Scholar and show you how you can add papers by just copying by just copying the DOI of that paper, and that is all. You don't need to download it. Don't waste your system or your computer storage by first downloading it and adding it to your Zotero. That is a long process. So I'll just add any paper. I will just search for Nigeria. So these books and as well as article, but I would like to use articles. All these are books. Okay, let's go with this breast cancer in Nigeria. So I will click on that to expand the paper. All right. So I will check around and see where I can find the DOI of this paper. So let me go to citation and impact. Okay, it's not there. Or I can go to get citation. All right, this paper don't have a DOI. This is really, really amazing. Oh my God. So you could see this is not good of this paper. All right, this paper has PMID. Some PMID. So another way you can add paper to Zotero is through use of DOI, PMID, and another sort of unique code or unique links for each paper. So let's make use of PMID. You just copy this. Many people often have DOI. So the way you do that is make use of this green button. You click on this green button. No, you click on this like this comb, or it's like a comb or like a this comb button. Let's assume it's a comb. You click on it and you paste that number. You could see there are many ways you can add papers to your library. You can make use of ISBNs, that is for books, DOIs, PMID, ALXIV, IDs are all these from DOI to the end are for research articles, but ISBN is for books. So once you've able to locate the DOI or any numbers of such in that particular citation or articles or books you are bringing in, click on this comb button, then you paste that numbers and you click enter, and you must ensure that your computer is connected with the internet, because Zotero is going to make use of internet to able to score to ramble around the internet and get this paper for you. So click enter and wait for Zotero to do the work for you. Oh my God, this is amazing. Can you see that? That's the paper we added now. Can you see that? Let's confirm again. Can you see the same title, breast cancer in Nigeria? That's really, really, really amazing. You could see you don't need to download papers and adding them to your Zotero library. That's not an interesting way. It's a longer process. So let's add another paper to this means. So okay, in this case, let's go for book. Let's see how we can add papers, books into a library by just getting the DOI, if we are able to get that. So I think this, not sure if you can get the DOI of this paper, of this book rather. Okay, let's leave that. Let's try DOI. So in this case, let me choose Lagos, Nigeria to get articles. All right. So I'll just, okay, let's go with these articles. I want to show you how you can also make, okay, this is DOI. Can you see that? Can you see that this is DOI? This is what I call digital object identifiers. What you need to do is just highlight the DOI and copy it. Copy. Then you go back to your Zotero. The same process, click on this comb button and paste, and click on enter. And let Zotero do the work for you. Oh my God, even this paper I show you could see vulnerability of poor urban coastal communities to flooding in Lagos, Nigeria. This is amazing. This is the first less known features people don't know in Zotero. I hope you've started seeing how Zotero is amazing. You can't find this features in Mendeley or EndNote. You can't. If you are able to find that, please let me know. But the last time I make use of EndNote and Mendeley, I don't think whether that these features exist there. And this is one of the reasons I switched to Zotero, because Zotero is really, really amazing. That's the first features you'll be learning. Yeah. The next features is looking for PDFs. If you are able to see this to this citation or these articles we brought in into our Zotero, what we did is that we only bring into Zotero the site, just citation. That's the usefulness of this. It's just citation, mean that you cannot read that papers. But in some cases, Zotero will, especially when you make use of DOI, Zotero will able to get the paper for you, the citation into your library, and at the same time, it will get you the paper. That is, you can read the paper. And how do you know that if a citation has a paper attached to it? Whenever you see the logo of a Adobe Acrobat, it means that this paper has a PDF. You could see we did two things at a time by making use of DOI. We added the papers into our library. At the same time, Zotero also add the PDF to our library. We don't waste any storage on our computer. You don't need to first download the papers and start adding it, unless in some very uh very strict cases, particularly if you are working on research papers that doesn't have DOI, that is not yet indexed online. So it's very hard. You are going to find DOI for that paper. Then you are going to make use of the traditional way. That's why I advise you that whenever you're publishing your research, ensure that that publication or that journal, particularly when you are making use of local journals or local publication, ensure that they have DOI. If they don't get your paper wasted in the dustbin. So, but in this case, Zotero has had able to get a paper PDF for this paper online, and it add it into our library. Similar way, it's in the same way of making use of DOI. So let's confirm if this paper really have a PDF. So you just click on it. Can you see that? Can you see that? Really, really, really amazing. You are saving yourself time, effort, just by making use of the DOI. The paper becomes indexed in your library. That it becomes a citation in your library that you can make use of it in your writing in Microsoft Word. At the same time, Zotero is able to identify, able to get PDF for your file. But in many cases or in some instances, Zotero may not add PDF to that paper. Is there any other way you can do that? Yes, there are other ways you can do that. And that's the next features I'll be showing you now. So let's try that if that will work for this breast cancer in Nigeria. What you're going to do is a paper, if a paper does not have this logo of Adobe Acrobat, it means that that paper has no PDF file. That is, this paper does not have a full article. You cannot read this paper. It's just an ordinary citation. So how you can do that is you right click on that paper. Oh, this paper does not have the feature. When you right click on a paper, among the list of options to display is find PDF. Find PDF. So whenever you are unable to see this list of options, find PDF, it means that Zotero is unable to look for PDF for that file at all. So so I'll be making use of another example in my library to see if you could see this paper. You see that this paper does not have any PDF attached to it. So let's see if you could see find available PDF. Find available PDF. Whenever you right click on a paper that does not have the full article or that does not have the logo of Adobe Acrobat, then you able to see find available PDF. You click on it. Instead of you downloading the PDF and you adding it traditionally or manually, don't do that. But in some instances as well, Zotero can explore online for this PDF and it will return that it's no PDF fan. There are many reasons that can contribute to that. Among is that if that paper is behind a paywall, paywall means that you cannot have access to that paper free. You need to pay. Even if you are not making use of Zotero, if you want to read that paper online, you still need to pay unless you make use of other uh website that's able to offer you this paper for free like Site Hub. So, but in Zotero, you first explore the option of this find available PDF. So, if Zotero is able to find available PDF for your paper, it means you don't need to go online and start looking to download the PDF. Let's make use of this option. I'll click on find available PDF. Again, you need to be connected to the internet. Let's see. Zotero will go online and look if it can locate a PDF that is full article for these paper kinases and kinase inhibitors. So let's wait a little and see. Oh my God, PDF file. You could see PDF full text articles font. You could see, can you see the paper? You could not see that it has the logo of Adobe Acrobat. It means that this paper has a PDF without going online. Just within a space, you can do many things. These are another exciting features about Zotero. The first we look is about adding of paper making use of DOI, ISBNs, and the next one is finding paper making use of find papers option. So let me make use of it again. So this is another paper without, you could see that the logo of Adobe Acrobat is not on this paper. It means you can't read this paper. It's just an ordinary citation in your library. So let's make use of the option again. Find available PDF. Zotero is going online. It's exploring if it can get this paper for us. As I said, Zotero, oh my God, again, this Zotero is able to locate paper for these full text articles for this paper citation again. That's how you use to find. You can click on many where you have a numbers of papers. You can just click highlight every one of them and click on this. Right click on them and click on find available PDF. But if you are unable to see this option find available PDF in the option display within this dialog box, it means that Zotero cannot look for that PDF, or it also depends on the way you added that paper or that citation. Because you added the citation to PMID, it's probably the reason why Zotero cannot locate. If you are able to get the DOI for this paper, there is likelihood that Zotero we display the option find available PDF. That is the second exciting feature. The third features I'll be showing you now is making use of Zotero connector. Another way to add to get papers into your library is making use of Zotero connector. Zotero connector is a Google Chrome plugin that you can add to your Google Chrome, and you start adding papers right from your Microsoft right from your computer. That is, you don't need right from your browser. You don't need to switch to Zotero before you add papers. You can add as much as 100 papers that displays within a page of your Google Chrome tab within and you add it to your library. So how do we do that is making use of a plugin known as Zotero connector. So go to this extension button in your Google Chrome and you click on manage extension. So click on open Chrome web store. That's easy. Then you search for Zotero. So you make use of the search bar and you make use of Zotero connector. All right, this is the plugin we wanted to download, Zotero connector. You can also search for Zotero connector on your directly on Google. It's going to lead you to this page as well. Now you click on add to Chrome. You click on add extension and let it install. It's going to add to you. Oh my, just very easy and straightforward. Can you see that? Google Chrome has added a new connector, a new plugin for us, which is known as Zotero connector. So you make use of this pin so that you can access that Zotero connector right from the panel of your Google Chrome. You don't have to click on this extension button again. So you click on pin. So it shows this logo for Zotero. So this logo changes depending on the website or the web pages you are. If what this Zotero connector does is that in any web page you are, it's going to scan through the web page to see if there are research articles, there are citations, there are things you can add to your library. That is, in that page, there are articles or there are books that you can add. Meaning that when you're on Google Scholar, it's going to scan through it and get you all the papers on that page. But here now, we don't have any papers or anything of such we can add. This is just a normal web page. So let's get back to our Google Scholar. Here we are in Google Scholar. You see that the Google connector has changed. The Google connector has changed. It changes whenever it's able to locate that there are some papers or there are some citation tools you can add to your library on that particular web page. How you are going to do that is click on this. Got it? Yep. You see, these are all the papers on this web page. On this web page we are, that is this Google Scholar, all the papers on this web page, this is it. So probably you might have gone through all these paper one after the other. What you just need to do is select those paper that you wish to add to your library. Very easy and straightforward. You just select them. You can select as if on that web page you have thousands of papers, you can select all of them. Make use of this, select all. So that's just very easy. And you click on OK. And you specify the collection. You know that we have many collection now. You could see these are all the collection I have in my Zotero library. This is displaying here. Another thing you should do that when you install the Zotero desktop application, you should ensure that you sign in. You create an account on the Zotero website itself. You create an account. That way, it's able to sync your files or your activities across the web page when you're on the web page as well as on the desktop app. You could see that these are my library on the desktop app. So I'll click on the collection I want these papers from Google Scholar to be added to. So I'll click on this. So this is the collection we're using for this tutorial, and I'll click done. Very pretty easy. So let's check and see if truly Zotero has added the paper into our library. Oh my God. See this see all these paper. Previously we added these two papers. The first two paper and A, all these paper are added from Google Scholar. You could see now some of these paper have as PDF attached to them. Even without me looking for the PDF, Zotero is checking if this paper has Zotero PDF. It can get full article for this paper. And because I make use of another plugin known as Zotefy is an add-on, that is a plugin you can add to your Zotero that helps you to do more works in the background. You could see that Zotero is looking for PDF for each of these files. These amazing things about Zotero. But if you don't add Zotefy to your library, you need to do that to prompt Zotero to look for the PDF manually. So you click on each paper. You could see Zotero cannot find a paper for this article. No paper, no add PDF option. But all these, let me use again. Zotero cannot find PDF for this. That means that you need to go online and look if you can get the PDF and you attach them manually. But you see all these, Zotero is looking for them. It's probably looking for all these for this paper if it can find the full articles. That's the third ways of adding papers into your library. Have you seen the beautiful aspect of making use of Google Zotero? One is adding a paper, making use of the DOI. The other feature we talk about is making use of the find PDF file, add find PDF option. And the third feature we look now is making use of Zotero connector. Making use of Zotero connector. Whenever you are on a web page and Zotero display this file logo, it will change from the Z logo of Zotero. When it changed from Z logo of Zotero to file, it means that Zotero has been able to identify some citation 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 objects. So let me call it that, citation items, which can be books, which can be articles, and anything else. That means that Zotero has been able to identify that in that web page, and you come down here and you save it directly to your Google to your library right from your web page without switching uh, back and forth. Those are the three amazing features about adding papers into your Zotero library. So let's get started with other exciting features that will make us more productive with reading and organizing our papers. So I will start with organizing papers. There are some exciting features. These features are not they are quite very simple to set up, but many people don't know about them. So lesser known features, and that's the title of this video. So the first thing I'll be showing you is how you can make a tag to show that you've read a paper or not. Assuming you have a big library, a big Zotero library, you have thousands of papers or hundreds of papers in this library. So you want to ensure that you want to know that have I read this paper or not. How can you do that? That is, whenever you see a paper, you see that, oh, I've read this paper. How can you do that? You do that making use of what is called tags. Do that making use of what's called tags. So just click on any papers and you come down here on this panel. You can see that there are three columns in this view. These are the collection. This will show our collection. These are where the research papers or books are being shown. And these the other panels that have to do with information related to the paper. Click on any paper of your choice and you come down to these tags. Then you click on add. So the tag I'm going to add is read. I click on enter, as well as not read. So after you set up those tag, so you come down to this panel, to this panel. Can you see that? Then you are going to customize that column, that tags you added, which is read and not read. So let's start with read. So you customize that read. You guys click on it and click on assign color. So you can give color to that particular tag you created. So let's give color green. So green means positive. So another thing you should know that it gives the a position. The position M is one. That is, you can click on a paper. Whenever you click on a paper and you click and you push one, that is, you push on the button one. That means that you are telling Zotero that I have read this paper, and Zotero is going to give that paper a tag. That's really amazing. So you click on set color. So you go back to you could see that it changes the color. Go back to not read, right click on it and click on assign color. So let's give this red, and the color is set to is 2. All right, you could see this is really amazing. Now how we can do that is, because another thing you should be aware is that you can have these 2 tags on a paper at a time. Because we created these 2 tags on this paper, that's why both are showing here. So what you can do, that you can click on one. While clicking on this paper, if you click on one, it's going to remove that tag. So you could see I click on one on my keyboard, and when you click on 2, it's going to remove it. You could see now you now have a free paper. You now have a library that you want to customize one after the other. The first thing is that you're going to create that tag. So let's assume that this first paper I've read it. I'll just click on one. You could see it gives this paper going customization. Whenever you are in your library and you see this green customization, it means that, oh, I have read this paper. That's really interesting. But those paper you have not read, uh, what you can do is just to click on 2. So means not read. So that's really interesting. When you see green, it means I've read this paper. Not read is read. And that's how you are going to customize each one of your papers one after the other. After you finish reading the paper, you make use of one, and when it's not, well, when you have not read the paper, you click on 2. That's very amazing features you see need to incorporate it into your workflow in Zotero. It helps you to manage your library. You know those paper you need to focus your attention on, and you know paper that you've read. Let's see another exciting feature of Zotero, and that is grouping your papers into based on the interest of that papers. That is, grouping your paper based on related papers, grouping papers based on relation. Assuming again that you have many articles in your library, you have a very big library, you added many articles or many citations into your library, but these papers talk about different topics. Even within a research team, maybe you are working on malaria, we have different aspects of malaria. So you want to ensure that, okay, or you even add many papers on different areas. You add papers on corruption, you add papers on inflation, you add papers on malaria, you add papers on government problems, many papers on different team. How can you group this paper? That is, you are able to say that, okay, Zotero group all the papers that talk on malaria into a new collection here. By then, when you want to read papers on malaria, you don't have to be searching around for each of these paper. You just go to the collection and you explore the paper you want to read. There are varying ways you can do that. So we look at that one after the other. So the first option you can do that is to make use of the advanced search. You come down to the edit bar here and you click on advanced search, or you make use of Control Shift F. A new dialog box is going to display. Here you can make use of this filter option to search for paper of your interest. It may be that you are interested in papers that have the title of malaria. That is, you want to group all papers that within their title there is a word or there is keyword malaria. Or you want to group all papers that within their title there's a keyword Nigeria. So let's go with that title first. So you can play around all this. So with title, it means contains. So you could see that you can just play around these filters. We want to search for a keyword in the title. What we will choose is that it contains in the title. We are not concerned about any preposition. Maybe that keyword is the first keyword on that title. Is not our concern. It's not our concern. So you can also play that does not contain. Maybe you want to group all papers that does not contain the word Nigeria. That's right. So just play around this. So, but for my own, for these examples, I'm going to choose contains. And A, you type in the word Nigeria. After you are done with that, then you can also you check all these site sub collection. You can just check all these. So and you push your enter. Oh my God, you could see Zotero is going to identify all papers within your library that has the keyword Nigeria in that contains the keyword Nigeria in the title. By then, you can create a new sub collection or a new collection for all these papers. So you can click Save Search and you click a new collection for it. So you can maybe you can name it Nigerian papers. You click OK. Can you see that? This is a new collection for all the papers that have the keyword Nigeria in the title in our library. You can see that I have somewhat of a big a small library. So Zotero is able to go to all of this collection and identify papers with keyword Nigeria. And it returns that, then we save it. So maybe you want to explore papers on Nigeria in your library. You just come to this collection and you start to look at which paper you want to read. That's really, really amazing. Another way you can also make you can streamline you can better organize your papers, you can better organize your Zotero your library is making use of option known as generate reports from item. So what does generate reports from item means? Yet we have like this. Let's work on this collection. This collection is all about papers on Nigerian context, but not you are not interested in all of these papers. These papers discuss different things within Nigeria. The- For example, this paper discusses cancer. Another discusses poor urban coastal communities, risk factors. So different papers. You want to do more sub collection or you want to do more organization, more filtering within your library. You want to read papers that really that is in line with what your interest at that particular moment within the papers in Nigeria. How can you do that? You can do that by making use of generate report items. What does generate report items does is that it's going to make to display all the abstracts of papers you highlighted, you selected for that report. That is, I have a larger library, that is a bigger library containing of hundreds of papers. Then I want to see, okay, I've downloaded many papers on a particular topic. I want to see if all those papers really match my interest so that I won't waste my time reading those papers. From the abstract, I can able to identify, okay, this paper is not discussing my interest, is not fitting to my research need. So how can you do that? You can just highlight all those papers, make use of your shift on your keyboard and make use of of the up and down button. So I can just highlight all those papers that I have downloaded on a particular topic. I want to see if which of these papers really matches my interest. So I don't need to read all these papers. So what you need to do is right click and you click on generate report from items. Oh my God, this is really interesting. You could see then that Zotero is able to what generate like a summary of these papers. Summary of these papers. The first paper here, it gives you the abstract. Okay, maybe you are not working on cancer. You just, okay, this paper is not interesting to me. You move that from your list. Though you can't do anything in this view, you can't do anything. You can also save it to your computer, but we don't need that. What this view is really good for is that it helps you to to filter papers that are not interested, that does not match your interest, to filter out paper that does not match your interest. So, okay, this paper on this title, you are not working on cancer in Nigeria. You just get your minds up that you could see that some of these paper does not have abstract. The reason is because Zotero, we added this paper from using Zotero connector. So Zotero is unable to get abstract for them. One way you can do that is do that manually. You copy the abstract of that paper and you paste it. into Zotero. So, but let's say that all these papers as are abstracts. So you just read through each of these abstracts. Okay, you want to work on poor urban coastal communities in Nigeria. So you read this paper. Does this paper addresses my research need? Does it talks about my research need? No. So you just streamline it and filter it out of those paper you want to read. This is another amazing feature in Zotero, adding of makings of generate report items. I hope you are learning a lot in this video, guys. If you are just you are finding this, if you find this video helpful, kindly like it, share it to your colleagues, and as well subscribe to our channel. We've been able to talk about 5 features since the start of this video. We talk about Zotero connector, using of DOI, and other unique link for a paper, make use of PDF option, reading, make use of the tag with and not with, and the what we just saw now is making use of generate report items. Generate report item is just like a summary of each of the papers in your library to get to read it and see if that papers matches your interest or not. Okay, another thing we want to do now, and as well we've talked about how you can create a new collection by making use of the advanced features. That makes it 6 less known features we've talked about. So we are left with 4, guys. Let's quickly round up this 4 to not to make these videos too long. Next one is making use of related papers. I zoom in again that you have in your library some papers relating to each other. Maybe like this paper, like a paper discusses similar things. This paper is published by different authors, or even published by the same author, but not the same paper per se, but they have into they are related. Maybe one talk about breast cancer in Nigeria, one still talk about another paper still talk about breast cancer in Nigeria, like that. You see that this paper related to your work. What you can do is that you make use of this tag, this option, or this button as related. So related. So in this case now, we see this paper will be related to each other. Spatial determinants of urban land, and this as well, they are related in one way or the other. Let's assume they are related. So you just click on one of the paper and you click on related. Then you click on add. So the add is to add another paper in your library that is related to this paper. By that, whenever you click on this paper and you click on related, you're able to explore papers in your library that's related to this paper. You don't have to be going around, because when you are just starting out, it's something you can easily manage manually and able to figure out things yourself. But when you have a big library, you have to make use of all these options. It's because you are making use of just a little numbers of articles or citation in our library. You can able to see that, okay, this and that. But when you have thousands of papers, you will know that you really need all these option, all these features. So in this case, I will just click on add. So Zotero is going to display another window containing my library. This is just a subclass of another display of my library. Then you are going to find a paper that is related to the paper you click. So in this case now, this is the paper we click. Then this paper is related. This paper, you click on it and you click on OK. That's just very straightforward. So whenever you click on this paper and you come to this option related, you are going to see a list of other papers relating to that paper. So by then you can just move from one to the other. You don't have to be looking at your library, okay, well, looking at paper that discuss urban land like that. So by just making use of related, you are going to have a list of other papers that are related with the first paper used, which is your seed-based paper. That is another exciting features of Zotero, which is grouping of related papers together by making use of related. So let's now go to the Zotero PDF viewer. Within Zotero, you can also make use of Zotero to view your papers, to read your paper. You don't need to make use of other external software like Adobe Acrobat or else. Within Zotero, you do a lot of interesting things, and a lot of exciting things within Zotero. We don't need to switch from one window to the other. So let me open this paper. All right, see this paper now. You can see in our library these amazing papers: Lagos, Nigeria, flooding and influence of urban planning. All right, an influence for urban planning. That's great. So these are the author. All right, so let's start to see how some less known exciting feature. We are not going to we are not looking at every features in this view or in this part of Zotero, but less known features, and I'll be talking about just three of these features which will make it 10 and a complete 10 less known exciting feature. The first I'm going to use is making use of view, is splitting my view. You know, in many instances or in many cases, you may like to be reading your papers and still have access to the reference, particularly when you are working, when you start writing. Maybe you paraphrase this sentence and you want to see this particular especially when you're working, when that particular paper is cited using Vancouver style. Vancouver style is a citation style that makes use of number instead of the first name of the author, like who, like all these other name you could see Niels Pender, like others. Some citation style just make use of number. So you want to know which what is who authored this paper, or which the author of this particular sentence, because it's just represented with numbers. How would you know? And it may really be frustrating that okay, you go down to the end of your paper to look at the number of that number attached to that particular sentence, then you go back again to the first and you go back and forth. This is really frustrating. What you can do is to split your library into two, or your view into two. And how you can do that is making use of view and you click on split. It depends on your interest. You can split horizontally or split vertically. So let's look at vertically first. You could see, oh my god, see how we have two papers display differently on the same on the same screen. Oh my god. So you can just come back to these to these to the end of the paper. You could see references. So particularly this is very useful for papers that are Vancouver style, that is papers that make use of citation style, that make use of number within the inter citation instead of the first name of the author, just numbers. So instead of making use of who, they'll just write one, two, three. Who is the author of that sentence? Who can, how would you know how to cite that particular sentence you make use of in that paper? So with your view, you're able to locate it. Okay, this paper is having four. You just come down here, you see within that the same view, you see that okay, the four is World Health Organization, the five is Ajagbe et al. That's how. So the view is very interesting. It can be used for any other things you like. So you can read, you can be reading the result and the methodology at the same time. You can read the methodology and introduction. So it helps you to have a different view of the paper, two different view of the paper at the same time. That's another exciting features about Zotero, less known features about Zotero. The next is note taking. So you want to make use of Zotero also offers you the ability that to take notes within the library, within your library. That is, you don't need to be taking your notes in your paper that or in your notebook, that it can get lost, or when you don't have access to that notebook, you won't remember that what did I jot down from this paper. But making use of the notes, it gives you the ability to read your papers and also get some things out from the paper. So how you can do that is making use of this option. You could see this option with the symbol, with the logos, with the symbol like a notebook. You click on these are the notes I've made in my library. So you can just click on item note. In your own case, you have no notes in your library. So you click on plus, add item note. This is just it. So as you are reading this paper, you write down things. Okay, the result or the sum, you write down things, you jot down. You are able to infer from the paper, maybe key points from the paper. Then you start to write down things. Okay, this paper discusses this. So by then, whenever you are, maybe you are exploring, you are accessing your research, your Zotero library on your phone, on your smartphone, or on your computer or elsewhere, you have access to all these notes. So, but you may not have access to your notebook, or you forget it elsewhere. With these features, you are able to save all your you able to explore to maximize and to maximize the use of Zotero and make your workflow more interesting. That is the ninth less known feature in Zotero. And the last one I'll be showing you guys is annotating. Make use of annotating in Zotero. Just similar like you read on you read uh a paper that is a hard copy paper. You make use of highlighter to highlight, to color a part of the papers or a part of the book, to show that okay, these are key points in the papers. Zotel also offers you that. You can make use of that by making use of this button. Pick a color. So you choose any color you like. You can make use of any color. Maybe yellow can be. You can attach yellow to to any of your choice. Maybe yellow is key things, red is limitation from the papers, green, just attach the color to your own interest. Is not I'm just giving you suggestion. So just click any color you like, and you just highlight anywhere you like on the papers, and that is all. So okay, you know, so you click on, choose your color first, and you come here to highlight papers. You could see it's having the symbol of highlighter. So you just highlight papers. Oh, what is happening? The paper is not highlighting. Okay, yes, it's because you are making use of this view is not original view. This is the first view. This view is just give you it's a kind of temporary view. You can't make anything to this. You can't make any any things, that is, you can't make any edit on this page. So you make use of the original view. So just choose the color you of your interest, and you click on this highlight. So you highlight anyway. Maybe you want to highlight this paragraph, you just make use of your key of your mouse. So that's all. Very, very interesting. These are 10 less known features in Zotero. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It might be long, but it's really worth your time to learn about these 10 less known features. We talk about 10 less known features that revolve around the theme of adding papers, getting productive with reading, and organizing our library. If you find this video helpful, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like this video, share it with your friends, to your friends and peers. Next week, I'll be bringing you another episode in the Smart Literature Finder series. Beware.